Hey there, Cancer. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for November 2023. Once I lay out the cards, I'll identify their position, go through the meanings, and do clarifications. I'll close with some oracle cards for additional guidance as well. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Okay, Cancer, so the way I have this set up, this middle section kind of indicates what's going on with you. On the left, we have your love life. On the right, we have career finances. And so in terms of your current perspective, overall, Four of Cups, what is influencing your emotions? You have here the Chariot, truth for you to embrace, the Hanged Man. When it comes to your love life in the past, you have the Three of Swords. In the present, you have the Ace of Cups. And in the future, we have the Four of Wands. The advice for your love life, Three of Wands. In terms of career and finances, in the past, you have the Five of Cups. In the present, you have the Four of Swords. In the future, we have the Page of Wands, and advice for career and finances, you have the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy of this reading, we have the Empress. So a sense of like growth, a sense of possibly needing to focus on yourself and practice some self-love. You have other threes as well. You've got the Three of Swords in the past for your love life, Three of Wands as the advice for your love life. And if you take a look at the Hanged Man, Major Arcana card 12, you add 1 and 2, that adds to 3. So things are kind of being created. There's opportunities to expand and grow here. So let's take a look at your perspective. With the Four of Cups, it seems like you've been kind of, feeling bummed out by life, maybe not really seeing what's really going on, feeling like caught up in your emotions. This Chariot here is kind of influencing that. Perhaps you feel like you need to move on, but the truth of the matter with the Hanged Man is that you need some time, that there is, you need to be patient with yourself because you are kind of going to be seeing things in a new perspective, but it's going to take it's going to take some time, and it's going to not necessarily feel good because you have the Three of Swords in the past when it comes to your love life. So maybe a breakup, disappointment when it comes to love or dating. And for career and finances in your past, you've got the Five of Cups. Perhaps it's, sadness and loss, dealing with what's going on with your love life, or it could be something totally unrelated to that. But let's take a look at the Four of Cups, your current perspective with the Four of Cups here. We have the Four of Cups. So it's pretty much kind of saying like, you are really stuck on how you're feeling and how maybe not recognizing what's going on around you, not necessarily being grateful for what you do have, or not seeing like focusing on what you don't have as opposed to what you do have. So let's take a look at the Chariot here, which is your Major Arcana card. So this desire to really move forward and be successful in, protecting your hopes, your goals, and making things happen so that you can feel secure. It's as if you're not allowing yourself time to really be in this Four of Cups state because you're trying to move past it instead of moving through it. So let's take a look at the Chariot. You have here the King of Wands. So again, that concept of like trying to move past it, trying to be exactly where you want to end up when it comes to career or life or goals that you have, and not really just allowing yourself time to, feel this, the Three Swords, to really understand, maybe even, I want to say possibly like understand what you, learn from it, like the positives from it. Maybe that's probably hard to see. So let's take a look at the Hangman. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost as if this was meant to be. Like this situation that you're in, you have to go through it in order to get out of it. You have to find that sense of center of this wheel in order to deal with the changes that are, going on around you, within you. But also that your luck is going to change, but you have to be aware of what's going on around you to know when that's going to happen. So let's take a look at this Three of Swords in the past and clarify that. When it comes to your love life, you have here the Queen of Swords. So it could be, maybe it was you who ended things, or maybe it was, maybe you were in a situation where you feel burned and you've been feeling a little detached and cold when it comes to life, intentionally just being very matter of fact. But here in the present, you have the Ace of Cups. So there's an opportunity for love. And because of this Empress card being here and, this introspection going on, it's almost to me like this potential for new love has to do more with you, has to do more with you being gentle with yourself, taking care of yourself, practicing self-love first and foremost. You have to have your cup full before you can, what's it called? To fill anybody else's cup. You can't really fill from an empty vessel. So let's take a look at that Ace of Cups here. You have here the World, and the World is about, success, completion, ending one journey and starting a new one, but needing to actually learn from that. So here I feel like if you're not necessarily in a place where it's almost like learning from your mistakes, actually like look at objectively, maybe looking objectively at the past and maybe what you said or what you did or how you had control over your part in it. And it's not to cast blame, it's to actually show that you have power of choice, and that what you do does matter and it does affect your life. So I'm going to see what this is. Oh, you have this Death card here. I'm just going to put this right here. And that's the card of loss, change and transformation. You have to let go of, things that are not working for you in order to let new opportunities in for things that will work for you. So this is that concept of, the world, making a choice to come from a place of love, not necessarily focus on, the wounds of the past. Definitely heal them, learn from them, and be gentle with yourself. Take care of yourself. Do what you want to do. Take this time to really pamper yourself. So let's take a look at the Four of Wands in the future, because there is going to be a celebration of some sort. Maybe celebration of a new dating connection, celebration of even just getting back in the world, because it looks like you maybe have been withdrawing a bit. Celebration of getting back in the world that will really help you to, meet and connect with others. In fact, the Three of Wands here in your advice is kind of like, date other people, connect with other people, network. If you're on dating sites, actively use those and kind of put your feelers out there. So let's take a look at the Four of Wands in your future. You have the Three of Wands here, which is the advice. So really, you got to put yourself out there. But no, don't force it. It seems like maybe you've been feeling like you need to force it for some time. Actually, the Three of Wands is kind of, you need to recognize that there is potential out there. You have to see that horizon in the distance to actually make this happen. So let's take a look at the Three of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups here. So you need to deal with this pain. You have to be able to not only just mentally kind of know things are over or things weren't good. You need to emotionally let go and move on from that. And this change, this transformation might require some assistance. Friends, counselors, if this Four of Cups hasn't been working, if this introspection hasn't been working, then that's an option for you to go. In terms of the past, when it comes to career and finances, you have the Five of Cups. So loss, sadness, disappointment, emotionally, maybe just feeling disconnected from career, from actually making money, from pursuing things. You've got the Four of Swords here for the present, still needing to clear your mind, recover from past disappointments, and I would say get a sense of peace, however that works for you. Clear out what needs to be cleared out from your environment, declutter, wherever you know that you can get a sense of clarity back. Work towards those things, but take that time to heal and get some clarity, because that seems to lead to this Page of Wands, which is that fire, curiosity, wanting to adventure out and move forward. With the advice of Strength here, it's almost a sense of needing to accept some aspects of yourself, accept some, the fact that whatever, if this loss and sadness is related to your love life, accept the fact that your career and finances is heavily impacted by what's going on with your love life. That makes sense. That tends to be how things roll. But the advice here is also to kind of be gentle with yourself again, and recognize when the time is right for you, you will be able to embrace that fiery energy. So let's take a look at the Five of Cups in your past. We have here the Fool. So interesting how in the present there's this opportunity for love with the Ace of Cups, and it requires completion, success when it comes to the end of one journey. And here, the Five of Cups, you've got the Fool, which is the start of a journey. So it could be, again, just going back to loss of a relationship that's kind of affecting your work. It also could just be loss of potential of a job or losing a job in general. But what I do note here is you can let me know if I'm wrong, there are no pentacles in this spread so far. So aspects of the material world aren't showing up, finances aren't showing up. So it's making me think this is more emotionally related to, love, community, social stuff. So let's take a look at the Four of Swords in your present. You have the Ten of Cups. So it does indicate that there is support around you, and that basically getting some clarity, taking some time for yourself is really going to help you to recognize what you have perhaps not been noticing with the introspection, but to recognize that there is love around you, there is silver linings to things. So in the future with the Page of Wands, let's go ahead and clarify this. We have here the Hermit. To me, that's kind of saying like it could possibly be that there is a mentor or someone that you can talk to for a new, like either to amp up your like creativity or passion or motivation to work, or possibly to pursue a new job. Also, it could be for some of you that this is you actually learning from this situation, learning, getting that new perspective and using it to like really motivate you to move forward towards what you want when it comes to career and finances. So let's take a look at the strength, this advice here for you. You have the Ace of Cups. So to me, this Ace of Cups here, when it comes to your love life, the Ace of Cups, when it comes to advice, the self-acceptance, and inner strength when it comes to your career, I feel like these are connected, and especially with this Empress here, this Empress energy of the reading, of really paying attention to what you need to grow and learn from this. And I'm going to go ahead and close off with some messages for you overall in general, for your love life and for your career and finances. So we have here inner peace and depletion. I'll come back to this and I'll let you know why I think it's interesting. I'm going to pull cards for your love life. And for career. Okay. So for general advice, you have inner peace and depletion. This inner peace is kind of like the Hangman here and the Wheel of Fortune, which is the truth to embrace, which is you need to figure out how you can really tap into that sense of acceptance and peace, make peace with what's going on with you. And if that requires you to forgive yourself, to forgive someone else, not necessarily go out and chase them down and say, I forgive you, but to allow you to move forward and let go of something from the past. This depletion is really interesting because what I was saying about this Ace of Cups here, how you can't really fill other cups if your own cup is empty, like you can't fill another cup from an empty vessel. This is the card that I was thinking of when I was saying that, which is basically you need to fill yourself up. Take this time to fill up your emotional happiness, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, because that's like really gonna be the catalyst to everything. So here we have recognition, admiration for your hard work is coming, and spread your wings, confidence that leads to freedom and growth. So this strength card here indicates this confidence. The Empress card is kind of like that freedom and growth. I feel like this could be like a new trajectory for you altogether. Or even like someone who is like that you look up to is going to take notice of you. Here we've got micromanage and insurance. So if that fits into like hearing those words, really you know what that means, that's great. Otherwise, this micromanage here almost seems like it could be, you know, something for you to kind of look out for yourself, or recognize that sometimes micromanagement needs to happen, in the sense that like that provides insurance that you know what you're doing, that you are moving forward in a way that is correct. And if it's not correct, to actually be kind of corrected on or informed on how to do things properly. And for some of you, I feel like if this is a new job that you have been had or like dealing with, it could be like, your feelings are hurt about like, how you've been managed at work, maybe how they look at what you've been doing. And this insurance thing, this Page of Wands and the Hermit in the future is making me think that this could actually like catapult you, can trigger or like ignite a desire for you to kind of see what else is out there, to make sure that you aren't just relying on this position. And then this 10 of Cups here in your environment, to me, if that's it, that can be insurance in the sense of like you have a community there, you have in your world, you have a caring community that will really help you to kind of support you on whatever your journey is. If you feel like you aren't at the right place, then, transitioning, getting advice from someone you trust can help you kind of move forward if you're not happy where you are. So, Cancer, I hope that this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.